Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. It's a moment filled with excitement, but also requires careful attention to detail. One of the most critical details is the area of the property. Often, you will hear terms like carpet area, built-up area, and super built-up area. Understanding the difference between these is not just a good idea, it is essential for making an informed choice. Without this knowledge, you might end up paying for space that you cannot actually use. It's the key to unlocking the true value of your potential new home and ensuring you get exactly what you paid for. Imagine you are looking at two apartments, both advertised as 1,200 square feet. One might feel spacious and airy, while the other feels cramped. This difference often comes down to how the total area is calculated by the developer. The price of a property is directly linked to its size, so knowing the exact usable area helps you compare different options fairly. It allows you to calculate the effective rate per square foot you are paying for the actual living space. This clarity prevents misunderstandings and ensures that your investment is sound, transparent, and aligned with your expectations for your future home. Before the implementation of the Real Estate, Regulation and Development Act, or RERA, there was often a lot of confusion. Developers could market properties based on the super built-up area, which includes common spaces shared with other residents. This practice could be misleading for homebuyers. They might think they are buying a large apartment, only to find that the actual living space or carpet area is much smaller than they anticipated. This information gap was a significant point of concern for many buyers across the country, leading to disputes and a general lack of trust in the market. Therefore, grasping these fundamental concepts is your first line of defense against making a poor investment. It empowers you as a buyer, giving you the confidence to ask the right questions and demand clear, transparent information from developers. When you walk into a sales office, you should be equipped with the knowledge to look beyond the glossy brochures and headline numbers. This understanding ensures that you are not just buying square footage on paper, but are investing in a tangible, usable space that will become your home for years to come. Your diligence starts with understanding these simple yet vital area definitions. Let's start with the most important measurement for any home buyer, the carpet area. As the name suggests, the carpet area is the space within your home where you could actually lay a carpet. It is the net usable floor area inside the four walls of your apartment. This includes all the rooms you will live in, such as your living room, bedrooms, dining room, kitchen, and bathrooms. It also includes the space taken up by internal partition walls. Think of it as your private, personal space that is exclusively yours to use every single day. The carpet area is the true measure of your living space. To make it simpler, the carpet area is the actual footprint of your home's interior. It is the space you can walk on and furnish. However, it is important to note what is not included. The carpet area does not account for the thickness of the external walls of the building. It also excludes common areas like the lobby, elevator, staircase, clubhouse, or the terrace and balcony, even if a balcony is for your exclusive use. RERA has now made it mandatory for balconies to be disclosed separately, but they are not part of the main carpet area calculation. This distinction is crucial for understanding the real size of your home. For example, a developer might tell you that you are buying a two-bedroom flat. Let's say the master bedroom is 150 square feet, the second bedroom is 120 square feet, the living room is 200 square feet, the kitchen is 80 square feet, and the bathrooms total 100 square feet. If you add all these up, along with the space for internal walls, you get the total carpet area. This is the figure that truly reflects the size of the home you are purchasing and the space you will have for your family and your belongings. It is the most practical and honest metric for any buyer. Under the RERA Act, it is now mandatory for all developers to sell properties based on the carpet area. This is a significant pro-buyer regulation that brings much-needed transparency to the real estate sector. When a builder provides you with a price, it must be linked directly to this usable area. This rule ensures that you are paying for the space you will actually occupy, not for shared amenities or the thickness of the building's structure. Always ask for the exact carpet area measurement and check it in the official documents before you sign anything. Now, let's look at the next layer, which is the built-up area. This measurement is a bit larger than the carpet area because it includes more than just your usable living space. The built-up area is calculated by taking the carpet area and adding the space occupied by the walls of the apartment. This includes both the internal partition walls and the thick external walls that form the structure of your unit. Essentially, it represents the entire footprint of your specific apartment, from one external wall to the other. It gives you a sense of the total area your individual unit occupies within the building's structure. To put it into a simple formula, built-up area equals carpet area plus area of walls. This also includes the area of any utility ducts or shafts that are exclusive to your apartment. Let's go back to our example. If your carpet area is 650 square feet, the area covered by the external and internal walls might add another 100 to 150 square feet. Therefore, your built-up area would be somewhere around 750 to 800 square feet. This number is always going to be higher than the carpet area, typically by about 10 to 15%. It is a useful metric for developers for construction planning, but less so for a buyer's daily living. Next, we have the super built-up area, which is also commonly known as the saleable area. This is the largest of the three measurements and was often the figure used for marketing before RERA. The super built-up area is calculated by taking the built-up area and adding a proportionate share of all the common areas in the building. These common facilities are shared by all the residents and include the lobby, staircases, elevators, corridors, clubhouse, gymnasium, swimming pool, and generator rooms. The extra area added on top of the carpet area for these common amenities is called loading. So the formula becomes super built-up area equals built-up area plus proportionate common area. For instance, if your built-up area is 800 square feet, the developer might add a loading factor of 25 to 30% for the common spaces. This would make your super built-up area around 1,000 to 1,040 square feet. This is the number that often appears in advertisements. While you benefit from these common amenities, it is critical to understand that this is not your personal, private space. The loading factor can vary significantly from one project to another, depending on the number of amenities provided. The introduction of the Real Estate, Regulation and Development Act 2016 has been a game changer for home buyers in India. One of its most impactful provisions is the standardization of how property area is defined and sold. Under RERA, it is now mandatory for all developers to disclose the exact carpet area of each apartment and to sell units based on this measurement, not on the super built-up area. This single rule has brought immense transparency and fairness to the property buying process, protecting buyers from misleading advertisements and ensuring they know precisely what they are paying for. This means that as a home buyer, you have the legal right to ask for a clear and detailed breakup of all the areas. When you are considering a property, do not hesitate to ask the developer for a written statement that clearly mentions the carpet area, the built-up area, and the super built-up area. You should also inquire about the specific loading percentage being applied to calculate the super built-up area. A reputable developer will have no problem providing this information. This breakdown allows you to compare different projects accurately and make a decision based on facts, not just marketing claims. Being an informed buyer is your greatest asset. By understanding these terms, you can confidently navigate discussions with sales teams and analyze property documents. Remember that the builder-buyer agreement, a legally binding contract, must also specify the carpet area. Cross-verify the figures mentioned in the brochure with those in the legal agreement. Any discrepancy is a red flag and should be questioned immediately. Your proactive approach ensures that there are no surprises after you have made your investment, and it holds the developer accountable for their promises. In conclusion, knowing the difference between carpet, built-up and super built-up area is fundamental to making a smart property purchase. It helps you understand the true size and value of your home. Thanks to RERA, the power is now more firmly in your hands. Always insist on transparency, ask for a detailed area statement, and ensure all commitments are documented. For more such crucial insights into the world of real estate, we encourage you to follow Rage Learning. A knowledgeable buyer is an empowered buyer, and that is the best foundation for your journey into home ownership.